Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Knock at the Cabin. It came out on Tuesday. I've been waiting all week for it to be Friday so I could watch it. It's just a good Friday movie, I think. I'm excited to see it. Dave Bautista's in it. It's about a family who's vacationing and a girl and her parents are taken hostage by an armed person, and he makes an armed stranger who makes them make a decision to avert an apocalyptic event or something like that. I don't know. I don't watch any of the trailers. I only read what's on here. 6.2 on IMDb. 29,770 people rated it so far. So, but I don't know. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what it's about. So, stick around. I'll give you more information. Hey everybody, we're at the credits at Knock at the Cabin. No check-in tonight. Not because I'm trying to be more concise with my reviews. This movie moves fast, I felt. It really did. An hour and 40 minutes, right? I mean, with the credits, that is. So probably like an hour and 35 minutes or something like that. I could probably even tell you. Ultimately, it is like an hour and 34 minutes, right? And it just keeps moving. There's no break, which is great, and I think that's awesome. You see some of my other reviews. I think I just did one the other night where it was like, an hour and 40-minute film again, and it felt like it was forever. You couldn't wait for that thing to end. Not in this case. This was pretty interesting. So I liked it. Let me start there. M. Night Shyamalan. I forgot to mention that in the beginning, and then as soon as I realized it, that M. Night Shyamalan was in it or made it. Immediately, and I'm sure you know this, and everybody else, he's in every one of his films. He plays something in every one of his films. And so I was like, I gotta, see him. And because when you look at the amount of characters in this, there's not many, right? So how's he gonna show up in there? It all takes place at a cabin in the woods. So I'm not gonna spoil it for you. You'll see it when you watch it. I would recommend it. If you like his movies, and I do, that guy's got crazy vision. I think sometimes people are rough on what he puts out there, but this one I thought was pretty cool and different and interesting. Not unlike some of his other ones, apocalyptic or aliens, or what I mean. There's all that kind of, but I like those kinds, and I like this one. But essentially, what happens is, as I say, and I'm not going to spoil anything, is wow, the light just went off. Whoa. I won't spoil anything, but anyway, they show up, right? So there's a knock at the cabin doors. These people show up at this family's home and basically tell them, in order to save the world, you have to do a certain something, right? So they have this decision to make. However, how are you going to believe them, right? These people say the world's going to end, and you want me to do X, Y, and Z. I'm not buying it, right? So you have to come up. That's the whole thing of how do you convince them, no, this is really going to happen. Or are you on the other side where this isn't really going to happen, you people are just crazy, and that's what's going through people's mind. I immediately jump to, okay, what they're asking me to do, here's what I'm thinking, right? This is what I would do. But you have to be convinced that the world will end if you don't do this. So it creates that whole, mind bending type situation, because these people could just be crazy, and what they're asking me to do is crazy in itself, and if I do that and you guys are lying, oh man, you know what I mean? That's the big dilemma here. If you're convinced right off the bat, however they can convince you, I think maybe it makes your decision a little bit easier. So that's what it was all about, and like I said, it moves fast. They essentially ask them to make a decision. If they don't make a decision, something else happens, and they get it's almost like 3 or 4 strikes, you're out kind of thing. And I thought it would drag on, but it wasn't. It was just like, okay, now you got to make a decision, right now, and so on and so forth. So very brought me in. So I can't think of the not enticing, but you know what I mean. It drew me in. I was definitely interested in what was going on, and I can't think of the big vocabulary word for that. Dave Bautista was good. A little different. I mean, he is still big, so he's Dave Bautista, but I thought, it's not like Guardians of the Galaxy, who he plays in that. He's funny in that. This one, no comedy, straight up like professional, if you will, and in a mission kind of thing, but not in like an army mission. He's just in a mission to save the world, in a sense. I don't know how to explain it, but you'll see. I thought he was good. I thought all the actors were great in this. You know, I mean, there were so few of them, so I enjoyed it. I'm giving it a 7, and I don't have anything to say like, you know, spoiler alert or anything like that, because you have to watch it for what it is. I've given you enough, and I haven't given you anything. It's all on IMDb. There's a lot more to it. So, you know, you'll be doing the same thing I probably did throughout the film. Like, how would I do this? What would I do in this situation? You know, what would be going through my head? That's what happened the whole time. So, and then, you know, you want to know, well, is it real? Is it not real? So, interesting. There you go. I don't know if I would change the ending. You know, I would have fun with that, but I don't think I would. You know, what they did here was worth it. I thought good enough. So, all right, now I'm rambling. Check it out. Absolutely. Knock on the Cabin. Worth the watch, I think, in my mind. But I like M. Night Shyamalan and Dave Bautista. So, there you go. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.